Hello, fellow Incognation. Okay, I guess that's what we're calling ourselves now. Me and Green are going to be
Oh
working
God.
together to bring you a tier list on how all of our original Incognate cast and what we would rate them.
Rating our characters
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Um, just as a note, only April can call me Green. I'm, you people call me Fawadi or Reborn. Those are the two things you call me. Anyways, right. Well, let's get into the grand gist of things,
All
shall
right,
we? Noah. Never mind.
we're starting off with
Marcus.
Marcus. Honestly,
All
me
right.
personally, I
Um,
think I think Marcus, he's had his ups and downs. I think, in the case of Marcus, I think they're a good starting point for B tier. They're a good middle of the road character. What do you think?
Well, they do have their lore being worked on right now, which will not be revealed till the game releases, may I add. But me and April know the lore really well. But while I do say they aren't exactly entirely worthy of B tier because I have seen stuff of them, and while I think they should be higher, I do not mind you putting them in B tier because you personally haven't seen much of it. Everybody else hasn't seen personally much of it, so I think, yeah, that's kind of fitting,
I
honestly.
think they're the best
For
place to get like an accurate rating on everyone else.
yes, yes.
Because if we start off with like 8 Ball, Noah, or any of the others, we wouldn't really be able to rate anyone else to a similar scale. Now, what about Gregory? We both don't know too much about them, actually.
So I actually do know a little bit about him and about George. Uh, Um, So George, I think, is used to be used to date guest guest 398, aka the person right
Mhm.
next to him, and they're a pretty kind-hearted person type guy. It's like
Oh, they were George, not
generic, but they're also
Gregory.
like, yeah, they're not Gregory from Security Breach, dude. That's gonna be an upcoming Survivor.
No!
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Alright. I'm gonna move Hyperlaser up a bit. Okay. So, what do you think about them? I know that much as well, so I think they're about on par with Marcus. I am still rather unsure since we
I
both
think
don't.
they deserve a good old low B tier.
Mhm.
So low B tier as in at the end. And they're gonna stay at the end until we can find someone to make them lower. So low B tier for them.
Yeah, the moment since we don't know too much about them.
This goes the same way for Gas 398, so I'd say
Well,
they're
but we had
both in
Dr.
the same
Pepper
area.
drinking, so I say we put them above. I saw him
Oh yeah, sure. Let's
in a little comic thing that I'm going to show a picture of right here. Editor me, add the picture. Uh, he was drinking a Dr. Pepper and then ran like straight into a wall. So I'm put him above. So he's a killer. He's one of our first 3 killers on this list. Then we have the Beast. Honestly, the most controversial character. One of the most controversial characters on this list so far. And we don't have any canon lore since we don't have a solid iteration on what we're doing for him yet. What do you have to add on this, Green?
Well, the Beast actually does have his character worked out, and I will reveal a little bit of it, just for April's sake, but, why not? So, the Beast is a Roblox guest, a
Oh yeah,
civilian,
we were just talking about this like
and
30 minutes ago.
yes, yes, and I wish I mentioned it, I wish I mentioned everything to you. So, the Beast, aka Daniel, um, he is, a civilian, friends with Noah, which is the person next, by the
Green, I
way.
forgot to have the
He was friends
camper
with
on
Noah.
here.
Oh yeah, him. It's fine. We don't need to rank him.
I'll add him.
Anyways, okay, add him real quick, and while I
No,
yap.
not yet.
So the beast, not yet.
No, I said yeah, yeah, yeah. I just need to.
Oh,
I'll grab him in between
okay.
them. the end.
So the beast is Jesus Christ, I cannot speak. Daniel is friends with Noah. Eventually, he was friends with Noah for a while. I'd say about 3 years or so. Pretty good friends. Eventually, he fell down a cave, right? A boarded up cave. While they were taking a walk, he fell down Undertale style, and he found a crystal there, and Daniel found the crystal there and a hammer, and he fell to the influence of the crystal. Now it is on him, and now he's like fucked up and twisted and shit. And then when Noah went down there, right, Daniel was kind of gone. So yeah, basically, Daniel was a Roblox guest, friends with Noah, and then he turned fucked up and twisted and shit because of the crystal. It's like possession. No, wait, actually, not possession, because the crystal manipulates you and your view on things. It make you
Alright, I'm just gonna let
doesn't
you
make you
decide where we put him on
possessed.
this list since I don't know enough to give my own take.
Damn. A.
Alright.
He'll be mid A.
No, I don't really think there's too much discussion. He's a solid low or mid A, in my personal opinion, because he is very simple, but he's also very good. I I'm unaware because I think he's somewhere in the A range. I just don't know if he should be like high, mid, or low.
Uh, 8 ball. You're talking about?
No, I was talking about Noah.
Oh, Noah. I mean, it is my character, but I don't know how much I.
Should we just let
Could
each
you?
one of us decide where the other's character goes? So that way we don't have any
Yeah,
bias.
sure. You decide where my character goes,
Yeah,
so
and
that
you'll
so
decide where
that I
mine
don't
goes.
make it S tier. Yeah, yeah,
I'm going to put it at. I'm gonna put it above the beast.
yeah. So 8 ball. I really enjoy him as a character, honestly. So I would say put him above A tier. Put him above Noah. Sorry, not S tier, but above Noah.
hmm Honestly,
Yeah.
I say that there's a lot with 8 Ball. I think he might be able to be in low S tier, but there's just like a lot of stuff about him. 8 Ball, he has the most lore relations, which I was trying to cut down on since this game was originally made entirely as a joke. So he has relations to Techno, Thalion, and then Bling, along with sub relations and main relations to Noah and Marcus, which I don't want him to have so many relations, but it just kind of happened, and I'm not gonna let it happen again. Techno and Thalion, they're both not on this list because they don't have finished enough designs to be on this list. But Bling's on here. So I think within time he could become somewhere in the S tier range. Okay, now we have the most controversial survivor on this list.
Was I think
Was slash
they're pretty
is.
fine
Yeah,
now.
they're
Yeah, it was a very talked about survivor. Originally going to be Program from Data Brawl, but had we ended up doing our own take on him. This is Sevzi. Um, so I don't have much lore with her as yet.
They're a
I don't
woman.
have like yeah, yes. I don't have all of the lore thought out, but it is going to be related to like computers and stuff. Thought that made sense. All I have for them now is that the reason why they ended up in this world is because their world is digital but also not at the same time. It's really weird. Um, Glebozorp can't be ranked? Glebozorp's an obvious S tier, dude.
It's unfair to put him in the ranking with all these other guys.
Uh,
Hold on.
he's too high of a rank that it would be.
Let's just. There we go.
He'd be if he's too peak that he can't be ranked. That's the story of Glebozorp.
Nito would have to be a tier
Sevzi
above Gleepasword because he's my guy. He was the original meme character in this game.
Sevzi's probably bottom B.
I would personally put them in C since we don't have enough to go off of.
That's fair.
Hyper Laser, my favorite character. I'm sorry, guys. I do have a favorite. This is a design like right before the remodel I made. He looks different now because I moved him out of a suit. I didn't want more than two characters to actually be suit reliant. So he has different clothing now, but honestly speaking, he has lower relations to Doombringer Ellernet, and Ellernet. Both killers, and he was an ex-Roblox admin who was in the middle of the Great Tower War when he got taken to the stage. I personally
Going to
like him
drop a
the
fun
most.
fact about Noah.
What?
I'm gonna drop a quick fun fact about Noah because I forgot to mention this a while ago when I thought of it. Noah also used to work for Roblox as like like a cop type person, so like a moderator. Until Roblox used AI moderation, and then he got fired.
Hmm.
And yes, in our lore, Roblox uses AI moderation, and yes, it sucks.
There's also three different timelines I'd like to say here. So we have like the Noah, Hyperlaser, Twilight, and Corruption, along with.
Corruption is really interesting.
I mean, we.
I
I don't think that we have the right to rank him. Maybe we might also have to put him can't be ranked because the creator of him kind of dipped.
oh yeah, I should have probably asked him if we can still use corruption. I forgot to do that a while. Hold up.
I don't think he left with any ill will. He just. I think he stopped wanting to work on the project. While I do that, I'm going to not have Hyper ranked since I would probably put some bias in that. We'll have Bling. Bling's one of the original characters that I made back when I realized we needed more support. So all of my characters were made to fill different roles. We have the original three survivalists, 8-ball slingshot, and a camper, all made because there were too many sentinels and one. No, 8-ball was the first survivalist character. Since there were too many sentinels, and I knew that there were going to be more people that were added as sentinels, and I felt like we needed more padding out. Then we had Bling being one of the original supports, along with Medic, which was scrapped in favor of Twilight. Let me think about
Yeah,
anything else. And no, I'm not talking about the me medic. I'm talking about like the war vet medic.
meme medic is the best thing that will ever come to existence.
So me personally, if I'm ranking Bling, I'd honestly put him like not low S. I'd put him like high B or low A. I say he's high B because I feel his lore is slightly better than Marcus's to my knowledge, but I don't have enough to go off of for it to be better than the Beasts. Then we have Crane, which I kind of have to let you take the road for here.
I'd say bottom C. The creator of Crane never gave me too much insight on Crane, or never gave me too much lore at all. Probably gonna ask them later, but I'd say as of now, bottom of C.
Hyperlaser, my favorite creation. Just this isn't his final design. So, his lore's with Doombringer and Ellernet. He's from a separate timeline than 8-Ball and the gang. He was taken to the stage in the middle of a war, hence why he has his gun. I'm actually going to tell the gameplay mechanic. He is a cross between a sentinel and a support. He has the ability to use his gun, but it takes a little while before it fires, and he also has the ability to charge his gun every now and again. He has the ability Charge, which clears any negative status effects from players within a certain amount of radius. But even though I can't really explain his lore that well, I personally rank him to be low S tier.
Didn't we say that we shouldn't rank our own characters?
No, not our own characters. We were talking about these two.
Oh, Noah and April. Noah isn't really a self-insert anymore.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Continue on.
Do we? I guess do we rank him where I want to put him?
Sure.
Oh yeah. All the faces, like these two faces in the concept area, they're not finalized since I just grab random faces to add more to the characters.
Twilight. Okay, I have so much to talk about this dude. He is one of the original characters, and there is a lot. I have recently a lot written.
Hold on.
Sorry, I've recently written a ton of lore about him.
Can we pause for a second? Where do we define the end
Yeah.
of original characters? Do we define the end of it at like the original cast of characters as like Hyper Laser or Bling? Which one? Oh, are we talking like first ones who are going to be in the game original? Is that what we're talking about? Or the end of the original era when we move to working on our full coding, like a fully coded original game?
What do you mean?
Like when the Incognate was made, or like, are we talking the original cast of Incognate? So, what I mean is that when do we define the end of the original era of characters? Whenever we moved to making our own version of a game instead of just the
Oh,
sake of it, or just the original
we define
characters
the
that they
original
began.
end. Say we define the original end of characters as like um,
6?
the original cast of characters in the modded. Yeah.
I mean, either way, it doesn't really change all that much, so all of these guys would still be in the original. Alright, I'll let you yap now.
Anyways, Twilight is one of the characters I have the most lore with by far. I've written a lot for them, and I haven't revealed it all. I haven't really revealed all of it in the dev server entirely, but by far one of my favorite characters because they just have a lot to them. I'd say for their ranking maybe above or below Hyperlaser and S tier, just because of how much, just because like the amount of stuff I fucking
You
wrote
want to
with
just
this
rank them
guy
as
and how
equal?
proud I am. Yeah, equal, definitely.
Alright, well, we can't have an equal sign, so. You know what, guys? They're just equal, so I'm just gonna be swapping their positions constantly.
Ah, yes, it's definitely a great idea.
Alright. Corruption. Do we put them in can't be ranked?
I'd say I'd put it in mid B tier, honestly.
Right. I think this picture, this picture's been staring at us for the entire time.
Weeblezorp is really peak. Is too peak that he can't be ranked.
Okay, if we were to rank him in actual lore and stuff, I would put him probably. He's entirely made as a joke, so probably In comedy, he would definitely be top if we're doing it as a joke. But in like real lore, I'm entirely unaware, so that's why I'm putting him in can't be ranked. But if I had to say,
I mean, real lore might be
probably about
something.
right here.
I mean, we have to ask Zeta the real lore.
But yeah, he's in the position to where he can't be ranked. Now let's go grab Camper.
Yeah.
Camper. Camper's one of our more simplistic characters. There are our second plan survivalist with lore related to the Wendigo killer that we have modeled. Although we might have it retextured. We don't really have any lore written about them so far, so I guess we would just have to base this off of their design. What would you rate their design, Green? We're just gonna rate it off their design because we have nothing else to go off of.
Uh, bottom A tier.
Actually, no.
Sounds about right
Since they
to
don't have
me.
any lore, we'll just put them. We'll put them in C. We'll put them mid C.
We'll put them in Chud tier.
We have no D tier characters.
Yeah,
Alright.
nobody's that bad.
Here's our final list.